Hi guys, happy Vlogmas day 9. Usually when my hair is put in a bun like this, you can tell I'm getting ready for finals. So it's definitely final season. We're in the final stretch. I'm almost done with the semester. But I wanted to share with you guys my favorite Christmas movies because this is the time of the year to watch the Christmas movies. And I love Christmas movies. So these are my Christmas movie recommendations for you guys. And I've done previous videos where I've talked about some of my favorite movies or talked about different reviews. So I did a Black Lives Matter movie recommendations video back earlier this year for educating people if they wanted, providing videos and movies so that people could educate themselves due to current events and just so they could learn more about the past and present and everything like that. And then I've also done reviews and reactions to 5 Feet Apart, and I did a reaction and review to Clouds. So I thought, this is the perfect time of the year to do a favorite Christmas movie recommendation video for you guys. So, with that said, let's just start talking about these movies, shall we? So I have 6 movies that are my top favorites, but I also have 2 honorary mentions. I'm going to start out with my favorite, my absolute favorite, all-time go-to Christmas movie, and that is White Christmas. I love this movie so much. I love Bing Crosby in it, and I used to live in Colorado when I was little, so I love snow, and I live in California now, so I have not had or experienced a White Christmas since 2005, which is so sad. But I love this movie so much, and I love the musical aspect, and it's just a fun movie to watch every Christmas, and it just always lifts my spirits and makes me dream of that white Christmas. Then next, I need to explain. So the next one, sometimes, we're all kids at heart and we still love those movies that we loved when we were kids. Back when I was little, American Girl would put out these Christmas movies. And, American Girl still makes movies, but these are like the special holiday edition movies. So they had Felicity, and they had Molly, and they had Samantha. And out of all of those, because they would talk about that character and things that would follow the books, and then they would have like the Christmas portion at the end, and it would follow pretty closely to the books. But my absolute favorite was the Samantha, an American Girl. That was my favorite Christmas edition of American Girl, and it just has that, it also has that Christmas aspect, but it also talks about very important things like most American Girl books do and did and do. You know what I mean? What they have been doing all these years, where they talk about important current events or historical events. And I loved that movie, and Samantha is one of my favorites, so I had to include that in this list. Next up is Polar Express. This is a classic, and it really makes me want to like hop on the train and go there. And I don't know, isn't there like a place where they actually have a Polar Express? I saw that somewhere this year. I think I saw on TikTok, but it's like a legit place where you can go on the train and it's like the Polar Express. I'm gonna research that. But I love the Polar Express. I think it's such a fun movie, and I love the animation of that movie as well. It's like a certain style, and I don't know. I just think the way that it's animated, it's really interesting. If you compare it, it's really interesting when you compare like different animated movies and how they're all animated in a certain way. They all have like their own style. And also there's a character in the movie that kind of looks like me, so I like that. And she's spunky too. I really like that as well. But that's one of my favorites. Then next up is Little Women. This one came out Christmas of 2018, and this was the movie that I'd seen in theaters the most. I saw it when it came out on Christmas, I saw it on New Year's Eve, and then a couple days later I saw it again with family. So, and now I have my own copy of it. So I've seen this movie many times, and it's just a favorite. I love that it's one of my classic books in this film. I mean, I know that there have been other versions of Little Women, but this one is my favorite version. And it's a beautiful movie, and it's very uplifting as well, and it's so well done. And the reason I'm including it is because it has a Christmas aspect in it as well. So it's just a very special movie, and it's kind of like that fun, it's kind of like that enjoyable family Christmas movie that you can all enjoy. Next is Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown. I love Charlie Brown. If you guys have been following me for a bit, you would know that I absolutely love Charlie Brown. So this is my favorite Charlie Brown movie out of all of them. And I did have a Charlie Brown Christmas tree one time, but I threw it away last year because it was just so torn up. But, or, did I? Yeah, I did. So, but it's just one of my favorite movies, and I absolutely love it, and I watch it every single year. So it's a classic for sure. Then next, every single year I binge watch Hallmark Christmas movies. I love Hallmark Christmas movies. I know they're cheesy, but they're just, to me, it brings that comfort, that Christmas comfort, and I just have really special memories attached to watching Hallmark Christmas movies. So I am one of those people who love Hallmark Christmas movies, even though they're so predictable and they're so cheesy, but I love them. So I've watched a lot this year, but I have two that were my top favorites, and they are Royal Holiday and Christmas in Vienna. So Christmas in Vienna was really special to watch just because it's a sweet story, but also I went to Vienna and Salzburg last summer, so summer of 2019, and so it was just cool to see places I had seen and see it on TV. So, you know, I loved that. And also, who wouldn't want to spend like Christmas in Vienna? Like, they have like these year-round Christmas stores, so they love Christmas. So I mean, I think that'd be such a cool country to experience Christmas in. And Royal Holiday, I love it. It starred a few of my favorite Broadway stars, and it's just a fun story, and it's beautiful, and I don't really want to give too much spoilers about it, but it's a very sweet movie. So if you can look it up, it has Laura Osnes in it, one of my favorite Broadway actresses, and Aaron Tveit, who played one of the original Fieros. So, you know, did he play the original? He played Fiero on Wicked on Broadway. So it's a great movie. So now moving on to the honorary mentions. First one is Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. This isn't really like a Christmas movie, but you know, Father Christmas, or like, you know, the Santa Claus makes an appearance in it, and then, you know, there's snow. I don't know, to me it's kind of like almost like a winter Christmas time movie, so I thought I would throw that in there. And then the last movie I'm going to mention, and the next honorary mention, is Frozen. Frozen 1, not Frozen 2. I felt like Frozen 2 was really dark, but Frozen 1, I was going to say I really like it. I have to be in the mood to watch it. In high school, we had a performance where we sang Frozen, but it's just the thing, when you're rehearsing songs, you sing it so many times where you don't want to hear anything about that song or anything like that ever again. So, you know, we did our performance of like Frozen songs, I think I was a sophomore in high school or something like that, and it took me all the way up until like my sophomore year of college to be able to listen to Frozen again. But you know, I still love Olaf. Olaf is one of my favorite characters, and there's snow, so I thought I would throw it in there for you guys. But those are my Christmas movie recommendations, and I hope you guys like them. But comment below some of your guys' favorite Christmas movies, because I know there are a lot. There are a lot of Christmas movies out there, and I know there are some other ones that my friends really love, but these are my favorites, and these are the ones that I watch every single year. So anyways, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye.